Hey there guys, alright, today we are back with some more overly sarcastic productions, this time Miscellaneous Myths, Narcissus, where we get the word narcissism, narcissistic, an egotistical asshole. Anyways, before we dive into the video, make sure you go check out the links below in the description box or in my pinned comment in the comment section below. If I remember to leave a pinned comment, make sure you join the Discord. Now, go ahead and dive right into the video.
I should make a Greek mythology dating sim. I mean, hell, it almost literally writes itself.
That'd be
Wanna date Helen
amazing.
of Troy? Only if you don't mind pissing off the entire population of Greece. Wanna date Achilles? Only if you don't mind the game constantly hitting you over the head with how dead you are every chapter. If you play as a girl, you've got the constant threat of Zeus or Poseidon taking a liking to you, plus Hera maybe trying to kill you, depending on how far that gets. And no matter what gender you pick, there's about a 10% chance of Apollo randomly falling in love with you and getting you killed on principle. There's almost too much material to work
Goddamn it,
with,
Apollo.
but if there's one simple, absolute truth of the ancient Greek dating world, it's that you should absolutely never try to date Narcissus. Doesn't matter what you do, that boy is nothing but bad endings. So through the conveniently multiple choice medium of simulated video games, let us explore the deservedly tragic tale of Greece's most ineligible bachelor and the numerous ways he broke hearts and lives throughout the Greek mythosphere. Now, choose your character.
No, let's be both. I love this.
Welcome to ancient Greek mythology. You are Echo, a lovely nymph with an unfortunate speech impediment due to a long and varied history of playing wingman to Zeus by distracting Hera with colorful tales so Zeus could pursue mortal women in peace. Hera finally got tired of your shenanigans and cursed you to only be able to repeat what you've just heard. This has rendered you incapable of confessing your love straight out, and you must instead wait for your beloved to use some words you can remix into a love confession. Echo is basically hard mode in this analogy. Conveniently, you are in love with Narcissus.
Gosh, I'm just so pretty.
A beautiful and skilled hunter who loves nothing more than to talk about how pretty he is. With material like this to work with, it's no trouble at all to construct a suitable confession. But here's the big problem. Narcissus may be sexy and he knows it, but he's got no interest in sharing it with the rest of the world. And while characters like
Man, what a tool. You must be at least this gorgeous to even have a chance. A chance!
Artemis and Athena set a mythological precedent for the perpetually single. It's not that Narcissus isn't into people like that. He's just way too arrogant to ever feel like anyone's worth his time. Narcissus rejects your confession and crushes your spirit, leaving you to pine away endlessly. Without love, life is like the seasons with no summer, and stripped of your future romantic prospects, you waste away to nothing until only your voice remains. So here's what happens next. Welcome to ancient Greek mythology. You are Miscellaneous, a strapping young lad. And because this is ancient Greece, you want nothing more
We proudly ship Achilles and Patroclus.
than to get with another strap.
Hold on, but isn't Patroclus supposed to, like, really look like Achilles? Isn't that how people got confused when Patroclus, you know, charged out in the battle? I thought they were supposed to, like, look really similar.
Strapping young lad and live out the rest of your days together until one of you dies, probably tragically, and most likely prompting the other to go on a deadly murder spree to carve out their vengeance in Trojan blood. Unsurprisingly, you and every
Goodness, I'm so irresistible.
other dude on the block are in love with Narcissus, a beautiful and skilled hunter who loves nothing more than himself. While he's so far turned
Did you miss the sign? I only speak to tens.
away every other suitor who's come to his doorstep with anguished declarations of love, you've polished your declaration to a mirror shine and are confident he'll be swayed by your words. Unfortunately for
Yeah, I like the part where you called me pretty, but everything else can go.
you, Narcissus may be sexy and he knows it, but the only use he has for mirror shine things is admiring his own beautiful face. He soundly rejects your shiny declaration, and on top of that, he sends you an equally shiny
I understand this must be devastating. Go put yourself out of my misery.
sword, and not so subtly tells you to use it to put yourself out of your
Ah,
misery.
damn.
Without love, life
Maybe I could just see other people. Nope. Die now.
is rock and roll without a drummer, so you do so, putting a tragic end to your tragic tale with the compounded tragedy that you don't even have a pissed-off, indestructible boyfriend to avenge you. So here's what happens next. No matter who tries to romance Narcissus, their brutal
Jeez. People just keep killing themselves around me. So flattering.
rejection and subsequent death catches the attention of Nemesis, the Greek goddess of revenge, or more specifically, the deific embodiment of all those karmic punishments for hubris Greece is such a huge fan of. Fun fact, in some versions, she's also the mother of Helen of Troy. So Nemesis sees
Sorry, but disappointed albatross is just not my type.
Narcissus all hopped up on his own ego and playing fast and loose with the hearts and lives of those who love him, so she prepares a suitably ruinous punishment for him. Since Narcissus loves his own face so
Oh, mama.
much, she just draws his attention to a nearby reflective pool and lets his rampaging ego do the rest. Narcissus is entranced
I may be used to one-sided relationships, I don't like being on this side.
By his own reflection, but being that it's all ephemeral and non-physical and stuff, all he can do is pine from a distance until eventually he dies. Just like what he did to his suitors. Brutal. Also, as is fairly common for cute boys in Greek mythology, he turns into a flower upon dying, unsurprisingly, the Narcissus. I think the moral of this story is that Artemis had the right idea. In this game, the only way to win is not to play.
Yeah. Echo and Narcissus are documented in Ovid's Metamorphoses, but Miscellaneous was a more recent discovery and is featured in Conan's narration. If you're interested in sources, for whatever reason, you will unlock the secret route by getting killed by Hera exactly 12 times during random Zeus-based shenanigans. This allows you to open the underworld area and attempt to romance Hades and or Poseidon. I like how it gives the option for both. At the same time, if you romance Theseus, the bad news is he'll totally dump you on a deserted island, but the good news is it opens up the Dionysus romance path, and he's a total sweetheart. Shout out to D. Actually, just don't date Theseus. He's pretty much a human disaster, and everything he touches dies. Ouch. Yeah. And that was Miscellaneous Myths, Narcissus. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.